Shekalim, first chapter, third Mishnah. משנתנו חוזרת ללמד בעניין גביית השקלים. So our Mishnah going to continue discussing how they used to collect the money for the half a shekel. ב-15 בו, in the 15th of the month of Adar, שולחנות. They used to put tables. What does tables mean? היינו חלפנים, exchange. People who exchange money. הפורטים ומחליפים מטבעות. They used to sit down and used to exchange coins. היו יושבים במדינה. They used to sit in the Medina. Usually in modern Hebrew, Medina means in the country. But over here it means בירושלים, in Jerusalem. ויש מפרשים, but this is according to Rashi in Bartenura. The other commentaries who says, במדינה actually means in every city. בכל ערי ישראל חוץ מירושלים. In all the cities outside of Jerusalem. היו מחליפים, so what did the guys used to do? They used to exchange coin. היו מחליפים לתורמים את מעותיהם לצורך שקליהם. Since you needed to give with a specific coin, so they would be exchanging their coins to that coins.
Money exchange already 2,500 years ago.
Money exchange was always. It was much before that. In Egypt they had it. In every country you had to have money exchange. הרמב"ם כותב, the Rambam writes, ב-15 בו ישבו השולחנים בכל מדינה ומדינה. In the 15th, there used to be these money changers used to sit in every city, ותובעים בנחת. And they would ask, hey, did you give your tax? Did you give your tax? כל מי שייתן להם יקבלו ממנו. In other words, whoever wants to come and give, they will come and give. They wouldn't use strong arms. ומי שלא נתן, אין כופים אותו. Somebody who doesn't want to give, you don't force him. ב-25 באדר, but what happened on the 25 of Adar? So this is until the 5th. The 25 of Adar is like a week before Nisan. ישבו במקדש. Then they're already not sitting in Yerushalayim or in the countryside. They sit in the temple itself, in the entrance to the temple, because the Olei Regel already coming.
The money exchangers.
Money exchangers. Yeah, money exchangers.
Collectors and the money exchanger were the same people.
Yeah. ישבו במקדש. שהואיל והזמן היה קצר, היו יושבים במקדש. Since now you need to transfer the money and this, everything has to be done on the temple ground. Why? כדי שימהרו להביא. אבל הרמב"ם מפרש במקדש היינו בירושלים. The Rambam explains the Mikdash is Yerushalayim. So according to the Rambam, it looks like Medina means out of Yerushalayim, and Mikdash means Yerushalayim. Okay? Or you can learn it in Yerushalayim and in the Mikdash, whichever one you want. But משישבו במקדש, when they sat in the temple, התחילו למשכן. So on the 25 of Adar, you didn't bring your thing. He says, you didn't pay your taxes yet? Here, you have a horse? He used to come, hey, take his horse. When he's going to give money, we give him back his horse. Or take his phone. When he's going to give his money, give him back his phone.
Like this in Israel.
It's the same thing over here. Why in Israel?
In Israel, if you owe money, they come to your home and they take your stuff away.
And over here they don't?
No. Who's going to take your stuff?
The IRS, if you own the money, doesn't take your property? That's what it is, yeah.
This is something, they come into your house
and they take things away.
Not the house itself, what you have inside the house.
I think America would also do it, but America doesn't need your stupid things. In Israel, it's worth money. Over here, it's worth nothing. What is it going to do with it? It's just a headache for the government. משישבו במקדש התחילו למשכן. They started to למשכן. למשכן means to take collateral. מי שלא הביא את שקלו, somebody who didn't bring his shekel, his money, his coin, כלומר שהיו שולחים לביתו ולוקחים ממנו משכון. 2 officers will come to their house, says, hey, where's your money? He says, I don't have money. You don't have money? Here, give me your oven, give me this, give me that. Whatever it is, they will take until you will give the money. Now, at מי ממשכנים, you're going to see they didn't take this mashkon, this collateral from anybody. Who would they take it from? Leviim ve'Israelim, they would take it from Levi's and Israelim, Gerim, converts, ve'avadim mishuchrarim, and freed slaves. Why? שכל אלו חייבים ליתן מחצית השקל, because all these people have to give half a shekel. בכל שנה, they have to give half a shekel. This is a yearly tax. A half a shekel every year.
It's from 20 years and on. Or it's for per family.
We're going to discuss. We're going to get it soon. אבל who is not giving? Who doesn't give this half a shekel? לא נשים. First of all, women do not give it. Why? So let's not. שנאמר בפרשת שקלים, because if you read the verses when it comes to the shekel, to give the half a shekel in Shmot, it says ונתנו איש כופר נפשו, and it says and every man would give redeeming for his soul. ודרשו, and they learn from the word ish, it doesn't just mean human, it means male. ודרשו איש ולא אישה, and the sages learned the word ish over here, which can be, sometimes can be human, every person, but it says no, over here it specifically means every male person. A male and not a woman. שאין אישה חייבת מחצית השקל, that the woman is not obligated to give half a shekel. ועבדים, and servants, כנענים, non-Jews, שאינם חייבים אלא במצוות שהאישה חייבת בהם, because they're only obligated in women just like the women. The slaves are only obligated in commandment just like women now. וקטנים, and small people. What do you mean small people? היינו פחות מבין 20 שנה. Less than 20 years. שנאמר, כל העובר על הפקודים, because he says, who gives the half shekel? Anybody who is counted. Usually it was for the army. כל העובר על הפקודים, מבין 20 שנה ומעלה. From 20 years old and onwards. ייתן תרומת השם. He's going to give this taxes. But what happened if the father decided he's going to give a coin for his son? You know, like we do today. Today, the father usually gives for all the children also. You don't have this, you don't remember, but when the children were Nadav and Zeo were small, you gave anyway for them. You remember that? You gave for the so it says, כל קטן שהתחיל אביו לשקול על ידו. So even though young men below the age of 20 are not responsible to give half a shekel, but it tells you, if you ever gave for your 4-year-old or for your 5-year-old, you ever decided to give half a shekel for him also, כלומר בשבילו, for him, he is not required, but you decide, I'll give half a shekel for him, שוב אינו פוסק. Once you started, you're not allowed to stop.
But it's going to create a big problem.
Why?
It's going to show you that there is more people than...
No, this is not for the camp. This is not for the army.
For
the army. That's for half a shekel, yeah.
Right. Okay.
שוב אינו פוסק. So he is not allowed to stop. מלשקול בשבילו כל שנה עד שיגדל הבן וייתן בעצמו. So until the boy becomes 13, you still have to continue to give, because that's the way it is. But interestingly enough, we're going to see when it comes to the Kohanim, you don't go into their house and take their possessions if they don't pay. ואין ממשכנים את הכהנים, but you don't go into the Kohen's house to take his possession. כלומר, שאומנם גם הכהנים חייבים ליתן מחצית השקל, we're going to see that the Kohanim are also obligated to give מחצית השקל, the half shekel is also an obligation of the Kohen, ואף תובעים מהם, and you tell him, hey, give me the money, but you don't go into his house and take it. אבל אין ממשכנים אותם, but you don't bother them. In other words, you don't go into their house and take their things away to give them the money. Why? מפני דרכי שלום. Because you don't want trouble. The Kohanim feel like the elite. They have special privileges. You're going to start messing with the Kohanim, you're going to have a problem. I know. The Kohanim has many discrimination. This is one of them. We're going to see soon why though. מפני דרכי שלום. Because these guys you don't mess around with. You want to have peace? Don't mess around with these guys. Why? שלא יבואו הממשכנים לידי מריבה איתם. Because once you can go in, it says, get out, you're going to start having a fight with Kohanim. Look, you don't, you have almost the same idea here in America. You know, when there's a congressman or somebody who did something a little bit wrong, you don't go to his house and you go start making, put him in handcuffs. He's a diplomat. You have to respect him.
Used to be like
yeah. But the idea, you have to respect him. Yeah. ובירושלמי מבואר, the Yerushalmi explains, מפני דרך כבוד, it says you have to honor. שהואיל ועבודת הקורבנות עליהם, it says since they are special people, they're different tier in society, חולקים להם כבוד, you have to give them their due honor. ואין ממשכנים אותם. So you can demand, but you don't go and take their possessions away. ואף אם לא ייתנו, so what happens? What do you mean? But the guys aren't going to give, and you're supposed to give. So it says, even if they don't give, what happens? לב בית דין מתנה עליהם. It says, the court has them in mind. In other words, the court took it into account. שוואט? שיהיה להם חלק בקורבנות הציבור, חלף עבודתם. The court says, you know what? Since they serve, they do the work anyway. What they do at work as serving, we're going to consider that as the work itself. So they actually did give. They didn't give with cash, they gave with bodily work. That's what they... because... sweat equity. That's right. In other words, כמו שנותנים מתרומת הלשכה לשאר עושי מלאכת הקודש. Just like if there's an artisan and he wants to make something nice, you're allowed to pay from the money of the Beis HaMikdash to the person to make, something, to an artist, something nice. So over here, you pay him for doing whatever it is. So we're going to give the half a shekel.
It works for Bnei Israel, it doesn't work for Hashem.
Yeah.
Go and work.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to give the half a shekel for him. For him. That's the idea. In other words, so he's also included. So even if he's not going to give, we're going to give for him. So it's in our mind. Okay.